Hello folks, I hope you're having a great time. We're going down the last episode of this course, and actually we're going to cover a architecture sheet. So I'm going to start doing it. Whenever there was a point, I'm going to tell you, and because I don't want it to be tiring and boring, I'm going to skip some part of it. So at first, we need 170 centimeter sheet. After that, I just found a project, and the documents, the render, the picture, everything was downloaded. For example, what we need is to create a sheet for this project. Well, a sheet can have real colors or even colorless. Well, real colors, it's pretty clear, right? So now I want the sheet we want to create today, I want it to be a little bit of fantasy, right? So using these amongst these renders, I need to choose the main render. Okay, I think this one is suitable enough for the job. So I drag it and I paste it there. Okay. Now I want to work on it. At first I fix the size. Either this or enter. I click on both. I click on either so that I can fix it. So now this picture is fixed. Now what I want to do is, for example, I want to be like, I don't like the sky, so I want to delete it. All right. So I click on magic color, select it, pick up the eraser, click on it, click on OK, and there you go. So that magic eraser, right, will erase the selected part. Well, now what I want to do is also select some other parts. So I'm going to click on Control D to get out of this. I also want to delete the mountains behind it because I don't like them that much. I want to do other stuff on it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to separate that part. Well, now the selected part, I'm going to delete it. All right. I deleted all the parts. Click on Control D and let's see the result. Well, it's somehow what I wanted. It's okay, it's good, not bad. Now what should I do? What do I want to do? What I want to do is make my picture a bit more interesting, right? I want to make my sheet a bit more interesting. So what I'm going to do is upload this picture, drag it and upload it. Check out what I want to do. You see how it is? I don't like the sky of that, so I'm going to delete it using magic eraser, Control D, and I want to use the mountains of the second picture behind the first picture. So at first I'm going to change the layer, put it behind that, right? It's somehow what I wanted. It is like there's a house back there too. I'm going to also decrease the capacity a bit. It becomes more interesting. Also the other one's capacity, like 95 will do. Now No, I don't want that to be that color, to have that color. I want that to be, for example, a better color. For example, I don't know, a different color with a different mode, if you will. So let's go for image, adjustment, then we go for hue saturation. So I want to choose a color somehow between blue and gray. So let's see. I'm going to get, let's say, change the color. I'm going to make it a bit lighter, decrease the saturation, and something like this. Yes. After that, I click on OK. Right. Not bad. So, since I really like this, I'm going to copy it, Control J. And now what do I do? Now, I'm going to use color replacement tool for some parts of it. Now check this out. I delete it first. So I want to select some parts that it would be interesting for them to have colors, right? And I'm doing this because of my sheet theme. Right. Once I did that, once I selected the parts of my picture, I click on Control J. And right now, if I want to move them, as you see, they move. Just like that. You see that? So I put them back where they were. For now, we've got nothing to do with them. For now, what I want to do is give a specific color, the color that I want to these things. Let's see what happens. For example, let's see what colors would go with them. So I click on colorize. Well, I activate the layer and you see how interesting it becomes. The feeling it is conveying is absolutely astonishing. That is exactly what I wanted to do. Now this part is completely finished. It can also have effects, but that will do. So now I want to give a specific mode to it. So for example, one of the things that I can do is giving it some trees. I will give you some files, right? Please download them too. So let's open our tree. I cropped some tree, they're ready for you to just choose them and use them, right? Okay, so a tree that I think would be great, I just drag it and I place it here. Don't worry, it will not be deleted from that file. It can be seen. At first you need to fix it and then change the color. Well, you might think that why is it like this? It's not logical. Don't worry, we're going to fix it. Yeah, there you go. And then capacity needs to be a bit lower, a bit more. I think this will do. Control J from my tree. Well, now what I want to do is do something very interesting. I'm going to draw a circle, right? I hold shift so that I completely have a circular circle. Now, I'm going to place that circle behind the trees, right? So let me just put it behind the trees. As you see, I think it's super interesting now, isn't it? Also, I really like the color. I'm going to decrease the opacity, sorry. Now, let's go for a special effect for it. Double click on the layer. Well, go for texture, an interesting texture. For example, water will be very interesting. In this angle, for example. This is good, yes. Right, so you can also change the scale, decrease or increase it. The depth also. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Right. That's perfect, I believe. Let's also give it a shadow. You know, you need to really go down these tools, and you will learn how interesting, how better it will make everything. Right. So I clicked on OK, and I find it very good. I'm also going to decrease the opacity a bit more, like 60%. All right. Well, I also want it to have some sort of a holistic pattern. So I go to fill, and I think that would be good. Right. Now I'm completely okay with this. I find it very good, okay? Now what I need to do is this. I'm also going to draw, let's say not draw, I'm going to download some birds and place them here. Right. There they are. Well, I like that one better. So at first I'm going to convert it to smart subject to keep the quality to some extent. After that, magic selected, delete the background, and just like that, I'm going to leave it there. Well, now you see some parts are like this, they're not that good, so you can go for brightness, contrast, and decrease the brightness and increase the contrast, as you see. Now it's much better. See, if you know how to work with Photoshop tools, you can get what you want easily. It really is about your creativity. All there is, seriously. I'm also going to change that to 80. Let's see, yeah, anything is good here. Well, that is a part of our sheet. Let's go with the rest of the part. Let's also upload some other pictures too, not only this render. Let's add some of the plans, some of the interior renders. Usually when, let's say people from architecture, they don't go with one sheet, they go with several sheets. But we're going to go with one or two probably. Click on enter so that you get your photo. Well, we have our pictures in Photoshop. At first, we need to create a frame. We need to create some lines. That would be good, in my opinion. Well, as you see, I set them. Now what I want to do is put all of them in one group, right? And if you remember, what we used to do, what we did, we clicked on Control G and they all would go in one group. I also rename it to, for example, interior, because of our interior renders. Also a color, for example blue, just for nothing. Right, after that I'm going to select all of them, right? You need to hold shift and select. As you see, I select all of them. All right, click on Control J. After that, what I do is merge all of them. I mean, like, they only have one layer now. And then I inactivate the rest. And the fact that I copy it, you will understand it better, okay? Because when you copy something, or for example, merge it or convert it to smart subjects, you cannot undo anymore, okay? So once you merge, all the pictures turn into one picture. So in order to make it a bit more interesting, I'm going to select only one part of each picture. For example, in this picture, the window, the next one, this. Now, the ones I selected, I'm going to click on Shift Control I and remove everything else except those. Right. Control D. They will go back to their own place. Now I'm going to activate them back. Now I select the ones that are beneath and now merge them. So I'm going to merge them. Now what happened is that the ones we selected have a different layers and the other ones have a different layer too. So as you saw, a specific color was chosen for those ones, a specific mode. Now, let's go for the plans. Let me delete this. I don't need a tree anymore. So let's go for the plans now that we have the renders. A render that would be very interesting. I'm gonna go with this. That was very good. I think this is very interesting. Okay. It's the side plan. I'm gonna place it there and see what I want to do. I'm gonna rotate it. All right. Just like that. I will make it bigger. I place it beneath all the layers. All right. After that, and change the opacity to 5, for example. Wow, it looks super good. Of course, I also want to change the color to black and white. And it is. And it looks so good now, doesn't it? It can also be less, like 3%, the opacity. You see, it is like there's something behind there. It's so good. Now, let's also upload our plans. Well, what I need to do now is write the name of that there. Let me copy it from there and place it up there. So I wrote it. I'm going to place the layer at the bottom, at the top of all of them, as you see. Well, now what I want to do is this. I'm going to zoom it. Let me zoom it in a bit. The font I want is selected. The text I want is written down. And you see the font you want to use, right? Any font you want. Once you go to your system's fonts, right? Once you download it and you place it there, okay? If you need to actually close your Photoshop and then open it back on, and then you will have access to your new fonts. You need to know that as well. Right. Let me find what I want. I'm going to use the other one because I couldn't see it. I also want to use a color from my main picture for the text. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Let's see how creative we can be. Yes, that would be interesting. Now, this part, let's just change the color to this. Well, now let's work on the font. Well, the sizes are okay. Now, beneath these, you can also place any text you want. I also want to use a texture for that font. I think that would be interesting. Well, now what I want to do is this. I also want to draw a line there, a rectangle, if you will. And that is it. I think it's okay. It's very good. Maybe the blue can be like this. I think that would also be interesting, you know. Well, I think the whole thing is great. Let's also place some renders there, and I think we're good to go. The sheet is also finished. Up there, I also want to place 2 night renders because they are very interesting. They make it so much better. Well, that is it. This is our sheet. I find it very good. I hope you also liked it. And let's also get an output from it. See how it is. I will save it on my desktop as an image. Click on OK. It's still not complete. Well, let's see our sheet. The very final result. I'm sure you can all create a sheet like this in a very easy way using all the techniques you learned. And I want you to send us the pictures, the sheets you create. That is it. I wish you the greatest lucks in the world. Have a very good day.